Yo, this is LaShante and I am your tarot card reader for today. So yes, I am excited to do this reading because I haven't did it a long time. I love crows. If I could, I would love to own one as a pet, but I know you can't really do that because they're just not that kind of animal, right? But anyways, if you haven't picked your reading already, or you have, I shall see you at your group. For those who are new here and want to listen to me, hey, hello, how are ya? I have ADHD. So sometimes I will veer off or lecture or rant. So I'll do the best I can to keep the reading short, thorough detail as possible, and make sure to consider your time. For those who don't know me, I have a spirit guide who I called Drill Sergeant. Drill Sergeant don't play around, not even a little bit. So if I happen to cuss you out, it's Drill Sergeant energy, and that's because I am stubborn. I don't like making changes or anything like that. So that is the reason why Drill Sergeant would come through. I will let you know when he does so that you can tread lightly when picking that particular reading. Other than that, thank you so much for listening to this, and I shall see you when I see you. Group 1, what's up, baby? So you picked number 46 with sword. And you have this beautiful baby right here. God, I love crows so much. But I am not going to read this intuitively. I'm actually going to read from the book that will give you the guided message in terms of what the crows want to tell you. So it says, have the confidence to fly. Get up, open your wings, and feel the supportive wind carry you to your destination. There are no obstacles in your way. Now is the time to move. Conjure up your courage and take action. Soar brings a rush of energy and an open channel to receive the information needed to progress quickly with confidence towards your goal. It is in this space that blocks are removed and events flow beautifully as you sail on to success. Wow, okay. This is great. This is giving me the full energy of take that leap of faith and go ahead. And so one of the cool things that I like about birds, it seems aggressive, but you know, just like babies, they have to crawl before they walk. What the I believe it's typically the mama bird. What she would do is that she will push her babies off the nest so that they can have the ability to fly. And should they fall, she will come and grab them, you know. So, you know, she just have to keep feeding them and strengthen them up so that they can have the wings and fly. So whatever you are embarking on, you do not have any obstacles. Everything is clear. It is time for you to make that move. So now that we know what this is about, we're going to go straight to your tarot for additional message. With this really squeaky chair, if you hear it just making so much noise, we have the Page of Pentacles. We have what it looks like, the Nine of Cups in the reverse. We have the Judgment in the reverse with I almost said Saturn. I don't know why. I meant to say Scorpio. It's Pluto energy. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. We have Temperance in the reverse. Good old Sagittarius energy. And we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. So to me, it looks like you don't believe you can make this move, group number 1. I say this because I'm looking at the Six of Wands in the reverse. This talks about recognition and being victorious. I get with this group, you want to win, and you want to win at all costs, right? I don't think necessarily winning in terms of you are willing to hurt others, but you are willing to make some additional sacrifices. It could be like time, for example. But you have 2 Pentacle cards. Yes, you do have the Court cards, the Page and the Knight of Pentacles, both in the upright position. But I want to preface that Pentacles can talk about the body. I think whatever you are trying to do, you might be willing to do too much to a point where you are not taking care of your body. So the fact that you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight of all knights, right? They're telling you to take your time. This is where you should make the proper investment with the Page of Pentacles. So definitely invest in your health. You only have one life to live. Some people are lucky to be reincarnated. Some people, this might be their last incarnation, you know. Definitely make the most of your vessel by taking your sweet time here. You are going to win during this lifetime. Wow, I channeled that nicely. I like that. Because the crazy part is you have 4 other cards that are in the reverse. You know, you have 4 cards in the reverse here. Temperance, for example, this usually talks about self-discipline. It can talk about doing things in moderation. And I also look at the card of balancing in terms of evening things out. You're not doing things out of moderation. I feel like you're overly disciplined with yourself, that you think, oh my God, I'm not going to get to where I want to go. I'm not going to be able to get the recognition I'm looking for or to feel victorious. So again, the crows are telling you, babe, take your time. Your wishes aren't coming through because you're rushing it. You're not even enjoying what you have now. So if you were to look at the 9 of Cups, so I'm going to put it in the upright position. So for those who's driving and you can't even look, what we have here is that just about every cup has fruit on it. One of them has a fish. What looks like is a couple of keys on one, and the other one looks like a flower. But it's like, this is a wish fulfillment card. This is somebody that's like, yes, I got what it is that I want. But in the reverse, I'm looking at it where you're not even expressing gratitude in terms of how far you've come. The thing that we don't want is to look like what we've been through. And if you looked at some people, they'll be 37 years old and you're like, wow, that's a hard 37. That's not me making fun of them, but they look like what they went through. And I don't know what trials and tribulations they've gone through, but they have shown that life really knocked them down a peg, which sucks. So in this regard, you know, take care of your body. Show appreciation in terms of what you've gone through. If you are possibly in the healing journey with the Judgment card, the Judgment card to me is saying you are almost finished. I think you are still in the brink of a transformation. You just have to work off those kinks, and those kinks is just your shadow. Just to me, if I were to pick another deck like for an oracle card, it would be surrender to outdated beliefs. You have like some form of rigid outdated beliefs that's keeping you stuck. This is time to transform it, or I heard alchemize it. And so that you can get those wishes, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. You can look back on the past and say, you know, I've been in that crappy relationship, but thank God I didn't settle for that individual. I'm happy that it did not work out. I'm happy that I was able to experience this job at that point, but it's time for me to, you know, spread my wings and fly. Maybe it's time for you to relocate. You can say, I appreciate living here at the city or my hometown, but I want to grow. I want to expand. I want to see what I have to offer. The only person that is stopping you from soaring is actually you, group number 1. I'm not even looking at anything on the card says letting me know that you're dealing with obstacles. It's just you have to remind yourself these things take time. So let's say you are a tarot card reader watching another reader, hello family, and you're probably upset, which is understandable, that your channel is not picking up many views. You know, you put all these tags in order and you fixed up that thumbnail and you try to be thorough as possible with your readings, and so far it's been uploaded for probably 5 hours and you only have like 15 views. Well, you can sit back and relax a little bit. Don't overwork yourself making these videos. I'm not telling you to stop doing it. I'm just telling you to stop, collaborate, and listen. Look back in terms of certain mistakes. Look back in terms of, hey, let me check the algorithm. Let me see what time my subscribers or people typically see my videos at a certain time. You can look that up and you'll see, oh, so instead of 3 o'clock, maybe I should post on, you know, at 12 o'clock on Sundays or whatever. Once you'll figure it out, you know, just keep doing it, enjoy it. Be thankful that you have the privilege to do that, because certain people don't have the privilege to upload videos or make tarot. And when you're in that space of gratitude, these things will be in the upright. And I think what would be in the upright, like my hand wants to make the 9 of Cups in the upright. You're like, all right, I'm in a space of gratitude. I'm seeing the results. Oh my gosh, that feels really good. That feels really good. And then the Judgment would now be in the upright, where you're like, I'm owning my personal power. I understand that I'm the one that's causing obstacles. I'm the one that's doing this. And, you know, you can forgive yourself for not knowing or having those outdated beliefs, right? So then you start to build some form of discipline of not overworking yourself, doing things out of moderation. Hell, and I'm just using tarot channel as an example. This can be about anything. It can be about work, it can be about fitness, it can be about whatever it is, right? But you'll be in a space of doing things in moderation and feeling really good about yourself. And then, to save the best for last, you will finally have your 6 of Wands in the upright position where you are feeling victorious. Wow, this is a cool message, group number 1. So I'm proud of you. I think this is letting me know that you got it. You are going to get what it is that you want. It's just, again, take the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, have some gratitude, keep doing the healing work. Know that you are still transforming, and when you take your sweet time on things and do it in moderation, you are going to be victorious in terms of whatever it is that you are aiming for. Okay, group number 1, that concludes your reading. Thank you so much for choosing me to be your tarot card reader for today. I appreciate you, babe. And if you enjoy more content like this, you already know what to do. Until then, I shall see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace. Group 2, hi. So you have number 28 with luck. And oh, I'm excited to know what this is about. I'm not going to read it intuitively, so what I'm going to do is just read it from the book. So, with the luck card, ooh, it says, it is a happy day for the crow who finds fish running from the sky. Something good is coming. Be sure to position yourself in a place that will yield the best results. Luck does not happen by accident, although it often feels that way. Luck occurs when we are in the right position at the right time with the right skills. When luck appears, good fortune is coming, but it will be your talents that will seal the deal. Imagine being fortunate enough to be on an elevator with the person who you have been wanting to pitch an idea to. It's only luck if you are prepared and ready to articulate your vision. Otherwise, it's just another elevator ride. Yo, bro, baby, okay? So luck is a coming. Whenever I say that quote, I think of, oh gosh, it's the episode of Married with Children where Al Bundy had a horoscope. He happened to be a Cancer, I believe. But Al Bundy, Peggy Bundy told him that luck is a coming, and he didn't believe it. But he, you know, the running gag with him, for those who watched it, but the running gag with him is always fat women walked into the shoe store today, and this was back in the 90s, so they got away with a lot of crap back in the day. But he said it was nothing but attractive women. And then you know, I think he said that a cop pulled him over and said that the tail light was busted, and he gave him his. He caught all the green lights coming home instead of the red ones. And even when he was playing gambling or whatever, yeah, he was playing poker, and he won all the cards and the money on the table that people bet. The thing that made him bad luck is when he acknowledged that he had good luck. He said a Bundy never acknowledges that they have good luck. And so the minute he acknowledged it, all types of stuff happened. Like, the clouds over his house were the only ones raining and storming there. He ended up getting arrested because it was a lot of illegal cars that it was his now because of the bet. His children had previously moved out of the house, but what happened is that Peggy took a picture of Kelly Bundy doing a dangerous stunt on a motorcycle, crashed, that caused the, some dorm room to be burnt, which happened to be Bud's place of staying. So everything came back to one. So I say all of this. I'm waffling on this bullshit, okay? I say this is that do not acknowledge the luck if you believe that once you do, then bad luck will happen. Be in a space of, hey, this is a time of me receiving it. This was something that was meant to happen. So it's about reframing your language is what I wanted to say. Somebody must have watched Married with Children, because that came through heavy. But anyways, we got your tarot. We have the 5 of Swords associated with this luck card. We also have King of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. The Sun. We have what it looks like, the 7 of Wands in a reverse. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. So you might believe that your luck is kind of crappy at the moment, group number 2. I'm looking at the court cards, King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, both in the reverse. You might have cut some people off out of your life. You know, you have the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords can be not necessarily about competition, but it can be like verbal sparring. So you may have had some verbal disagreements with people. Things didn't go your way. If you haven't cut these individuals out of your life, maybe Spirit is saying that if you feel in your heart of hearts that you have to remove certain folks, please do so. They're not giving you joy. They don't kindle joy for you, you know? And so once you cut these people out of your life, you don't feel like you have to be overly guarded all the time with the 7 of Wands here, because the 7 of Wands, it comes after the 6 of Wands, which talks about being victorious and having recognition. This is something in terms of you don't have to be guarded and overprotect yourself as if people are going to attack you or try to fight what's yours or take what's yours. You will not be doing that or dealing with that. Blessed, okay? And so this will be the time where you get to relax, right? You get to let some of these people go. I think by letting these individuals go, you will bring in better people into your life this will, hell, I heard lucky charm. You might meet somebody who you might deem as a lucky charm, where they are happy and jovial and being around them, you know, good things happen with you as well. And you're not hanging out with this person to use them. I don't advocate that. But it could be where you're like, hey, you know, how come it appears that things are going well for you as if you're lucky? How did you do that? They might have a story to tell you. They might say that, hey, you know, with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, I've learned to let some things go instead of holding on too tightly for something that I can't control. I just let things be and just know that I am protected. You know, the Seven of Wands can talk about, again, I think I've mentioned protecting yourself. I know I said guarded, but when I channel, sometimes I forget. But you know, it's like I don't have to constantly be on guard all the time or feel overprotected, because I know that God, Source, Universe has my back. I know that my ancestors have my back. So I'm just in a state of being. That's like in the scenario that you might deal with. The thing about the King of Swords, it can be about you, for example, where you are a bit too rigid. You are a bit too cutthroat. In this situation, you are a bit too structured, or it's just something where you're standing on business a little too hard because you have lack of trust. The Queen of Pentacles could also be about you too, where you're not taking the time to nurture yourself or nurture whatever it is that you are putting your energy towards, right? It could be where, you know, like in the luck description of this oracle, where you are pitching a project. So let's say you are embarking on a project. You're putting way too much emphasis of whatever it is to a point you might hate it. You might think it sucks. You might want to start over, whatever it is. This is the time where it's like, hey, kind of not be too rigid, not be so hard on yourself. Nurture it, not do it in a sense where it has to be perfect. Not everything is perfect. Anything else? I was trying to use another example and I couldn't because it cut off. So I guess it's not that important. All right. Anyways, let's continue. But this is the time to kind of just let it go and just be. It's just giving me that energy of the sun, of you just being. Kindle more joy in your life. You don't have to overwork so hard. You don't have to be overly guarded. You don't have to hold on things too tightly. Just enjoying yourself and, you know, building that stamina of going out and play. You will have more luck on your side. The Sun card is definitely speaking some science up in here, okay? Because they want you to just have more fun. Fun will be the element of luck for you. You will get everything that you want. You will be just as abundant as this crow eating some freaking fish. To me, they look like sardines, but it's like they're eating sardines. How about that? And that crow is like, man, I am the luckiest crow on earth because all of this is for me. All of these blessings are for me. Holy crap. This is great. I should have been more appreciative of, you know, playing with my inner child and allowing myself to have fun more often, instead of feeling grouchy and I'm ready to cut people off, or, you know, all the other good stuff. So either way, group 2, I think this is pretty cool. Go out and have some fun and enjoy yourself. But that concludes your reading, group number 2. I appreciate you so much for choosing me to be your reader. If you enjoy more content like this, you already know what to do. Until then, I shall see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace. Group 3. Hello. So the card you chose, number 49 with territory. Spadudio. Now when I think of territory, it's like, you in the wrong block, what's up? Or, you know, crows are naturally territorial in general, so it could be where you are protecting yourself. But regardless, I am going to read from the book. So it says, Crows are very territorial. They have distinct groups and they will not hang out too long on a block that is not theirs. Territory indicates that someone may be entering your space uninvited, or that you may be the one who is the intruder. This card may also ask you if you are protecting something out of concern that someone may be trying to step on your toes or take over something you cherish. When territory appears in a reading, you may need to consider what boundaries are in place or if they are needed. Would the situation benefit from establishing some ground rules? Territory may also appear if you need to carve out some space for yourself, whether that be within your home or in the form of time to be alone. You may need to define an area that is solely yours and yours alone. Okay. So this is giving me a be careful moment. Try not to be the intruder. This is giving me a sense, group number 3, where the crows are telling you to read the room. If you know that you don't belong somewhere, don't try to blend in where you don't fit in. I remember, I don't know why I thought about this like around 3 o'clock in the morning, but I remember that there was this girl named Danielle that moved into my block, and my cousin loved this girl so much. And so we would often play Super Mario Kart. Yeah, it was like Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. I think that's what it was called. Whatever. I just know it was Mario Kart. But I remember like just about all the kids in that street went upstairs, and I asked if I can come upstairs, including my cousin. So my cousin was upstairs playing Mario Kart, but for whatever reason Danielle didn't like me, and so she said that, oh, my dad said that I can only have a certain amount of people. And I was like, well, I asked him if I can come upstairs and he said it was okay, and plus my cousin was there too. I wanted to be with her. So I got booted out, but my cousin stayed. And I remember this day because it was the day that Cartoon Network finally debuted all over. I think it was only in a specific region that Cartoon Network was around. And that's when they premiered Cow and Chicken and Dexter's Lab. So long story, right? Because that's what I do. I had to read the room. I was not wanted, even though the father said, hey, yes, you are allowed to be up there. But Danielle said that I couldn't because she didn't like me. That's when I knew. And so at that point, I didn't want to be bothered with her because I just felt awkward. And I remember that. I think that was like July 1997. Wow. Talking about remembering crap that's so not relevant, but I guess it was relevant here. So we got your tarot. We have the Wheel of Fortune with Sagittarius in the house. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Strength card with Leo energy. We have the Ten of Wands. And lastly, we have the Three of Wands. All right. So how is this associated with territory? So it's just like what the book said. If you feel that someone is entering your space uninvited, I think your luck is fine. I think you are okay, group number 3. So I don't know if you're dating or meeting a new friend, or you want a friend to come over, or vice versa. I'm not sure. But the Wheel of Fortune, in my opinion, has said that this is pretty good. You don't really need to worry about this individual being the intruder. Considering that I share that story, read the room. If that person do happen to show up, they feel uncomfortable, read the room on that. Read the room in terms of their actions. I think this will help you through. this is also giving me hermit vibes too, because the fact that I'm looking at the strength card, and you know, the fact that they talked about crows being territorial and they don't hang out to certain areas for too long, especially if they know they're not wanted. So this is saying that you have the courage to go out and, you know, do something new. You're going to be fine. I think at this point with the Two of Swords, you could be where you are overthinking that, oh, maybe this is not going to go well. But this is giving me a situation that it will go well. It's a matter of you dropping whatever internal burdens that you are dealing with. So this might not even be about you just leaving the house. It could be where you are thinking about moving. You are probably thinking about taking that leap by moving out of the city or state or country that you reside in. And you're probably like, oh no, it might not be a place for me. I might not feel comfortable. So listen, if you are heavily melanated, do some research in terms of how do that particular area treat individuals who are Black, who are Indian, who are, you know, dark-skinned Asian, anything of the sort. Like I know that when I get my doctorate's degree, or aiming to go to school for it, I understand that I have to move a bit closer to the college I want to go to in order to, you know, get my doctorates. So I was doing research, and there is a website where you can look at the diversity level. So Ravenna, Ohio, I was like, all right, that's a little closer to the school I want to go to. The diversity level was low. It was like 60 or 50. And I was like, nah, I'm okay, because I'm used to living at diverse areas like where I currently reside. So then I was like, okay, what about Streetsboro, Ohio? A high rating scale, I think close to 80. So I was like, that's perfect. You know, it would take probably 15 minutes for me to get to the school. No big deal. And so you would have to do your research if you are moving out. Spirit wants to give you a big shout out for wanting to take this move. This is not easy. It takes a lot of courage to go out there and do something new, move to a new location, whatever it is that you are doing, group number 3. So big shout outs to you. They just want to remind you to drop your burdens. The fact that this crow is trying so hard to carry all these 10 wands with his little feet, I can imagine how much of a struggle that is. You don't want to bring that with you, whatever you're doing. You don't want to bring that. So it's time to just let that go and have faith that the wheels are going to turn into your favor. And so, you know, be a king about yours. Go ahead and make that move. That crow here with the King of Pentacles, like I got to look at it close up. Like, look how decked out this crow is looking. Like, to me, like, look at the beautiful beautiful medallion that the crow is wearing, which is his pentacle, right? And he has his wings spread out, and he's like, look, man, I did it. I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor. I made that proper investment. I'm doing it, and I'm going to do it well. Hell, he got it like that because he got it like that. And I think that's going to be in your state of mind, group number 3. This is not about moving. This can definitely be about business or something you are investing. This is just you going to be that crow, like, yo, look at me. I'm the king around here. I don't care if you are a woman watching this. You are a king around here, okay? Because you've made the plan, and you set your sights high with the 3 of Wands. You know what it is that you must do in order to get your 4 of Wands, which is that stability. And you will be able to be celebrated, liberated, congratulated. I mean, bro, you about to have, to me, this is giving me good life. Your wheels are turning. If you felt like you were in a state of bad luck, it's not happening. I would have told you the Wheel of Fortune was in the reverse, honey. I would have said like, oh, you might want to tread lightly. But again, It's about reading the room. Make sure that you do have that confidence like stereotypical Leo. Leo can go out there with a bad hair day and still feel fly as F. And that's the attitude you must come. Hell, if you are insecure, do your hair. That could be a thing where it can boost your confidence. I have not met a Leo that had a crappy hairstyle. Like when it comes to Leos, their hair is just big. They make, like, even if it's in the ponytail, they still, you know, have maintenance with their hair and they're doing a good job with it. You better go out here and show the world who the freak you are. You the king around here, okay, baby? I feel like I was rambling, but group number 3, that concludes your reading. If you enjoyed more content like this, you already know what to do. I appreciate you so much for choosing me to be your reader for today, and I shall see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace.